Hello everybody and welcome back to Thea, the Awakening. Now, last episode we sent our expedition north towards the Cosmic Tree, quests, line stuff, and we met some orcs, and one of our twins, Yudvari, I believe, it's been a little bit since I've played last, but I believe Yudvari went with the orcs, and an orc fighter has come and joined us in our expedition. And we are currently going to go to visit this dragon again for the Cosmic Tree quest. Now, we could just go in and visit him right now, but I'm actually going to end my turn so that we level up and then go in to meet with him. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to level up. We'll get some bonus stats. Nice. We got a load of health in our expedition, which is good. And some other stuff too. Nice. And then back at home, we got a bunch of strength and some other stuff as well. Awesome. Cool. Now I have a load of crafting being worked on at home. Trying to get more science faster and also to produce food, and it's primarily producing food and some cheap stuff to give us a science boost at the moment. So now let us go and let us visit this dragon once again.
You enter the ruins of an old city, steeped in a low...
Go in.
There is a long, dark tunnel filled with cobwebs and dust. The air is dry and heavy. Finally, you come into an imposing underground chamber, and in the distance, you see a one-eyed dragon. The beast seems almost like a statue, although you see faint signs of breathing. On a pedestal behind the creature, you see 5 silver pieces of tree bark. These must be the cosmic tree shards.
Alright, so what I think we're going to do is I think we're going to try and sneak through. So we've already talked to this dragon before, and we couldn't convince him to just let us go. So we're going to try and sneak through, because it's only a 4 skull. And if we succeed, we get the tree bark, or we should, and we shouldn't have to fight the dragon. If we fail, I'm hoping that we can just try and talk our way out of it. So, but we're going to try and sneak through first.
You carefully sneak into the chamber.
Keep going on sneak. So we have to beat 10 sneaks. I have no clue if we're going to actually be able to do this or not, but we're going to try it. So most of our people have a lot of health, and some of them actually have quite a bit of damage too. All right, let's try this. All right, so let's see. We got some counter tactics that are good levels, and some counter offenses that are good levels. And a couple first actions. But those are our counter offenses too. So we can either counter offense or we can first action some people. But I think countering his stuff is going to be the most important thing. So let's go ahead and send Leech. Let's send Marco out. And what is this? This is poison. Alright. So we send out Marco, and then... You know what? Yeah, let's send out Mick. Actually, I probably should have sent somebody else out first. Oh well. Ooh, he's got a spear, guys. I'm confused. That's not good. Alright. So we are going to counter offense. And I think we could counter offense again. Let's do it. Get rid of 2 of his offensive guys, since he's confused one of ours. He sends out you. And he boosts him. So now... let's counter tactics 10. Alright. He'll play 1 card. And now we can counter tactics again. We'll do the 17. Yeah, 5 wouldn't have done anything. So now we can shield, let's shield Mick, and then we'll send everybody else out. Alright, cool. So we'll send out Himislav. We'll send out Jadvig. We'll send out Zwana. And then lastly, we'll send out our Goblin Warrior. Alright. There we go. That's our plan. Let's do this. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see how well we do. So Marco takes damage. Marco deals damage. He attacks. Attacks Mick. Then near kill, kill, and then near kill and kill. That's not as good as I was hoping, but it'll do. That'll do. So he attacks, we kill that one, and then we'll kill the other one, and then we'll move in. And now we start doing damage on the rest. Alright, I think we can actually sneak through this. Cool. Awesome. We have good sneakers. And awesome. Alright. Let's reshuffle, see if we can't get rid of some of those ones. Alright. Plays that. We get 2 turns. We are going to counter offense 9. Alright. And then we are going to counter tactics 13. And then he'll play his 1 card, and then we send everybody out. So we don't have any good confuse. We do have a good first action, though. So let's see. We will send out Doris, and we will first action her. That's Leech. Alright, and then let's also shield Doris.
Threat has been detected.
And then I have a virus thing there, don't want that. And then send out Himislav. And send out, and we'll just shield him because we don't have any other good use for that. And then we just send everybody else out. Send them all out. Send them all out. And we win. Alright. So, attack. It gets to attack. And then attack. And kill. And attack. And kill. And attack. Oh, kill. Cool. Awesome. And then there's one more card which we will decimate. And we win! Haha! Huzzah! We've snuck past.
You snuck past the dragon
Aha!
and you stole the shards. You also found something extra for yourselves. As you make your way out of the ruins, you hear behind you,
"Oh my, I seem to have lost my charge. Whatever will I do now? Bad dragon, oh the shame."
You then hear crying.
Poor dragon. Poor dragon. Well, we got some chainmail armor. We got 50 mithril. 23 diamonds.
Threat has been detected.
Stop doing that. And 5 tree shards, plus Zwana and our goblin beastmaster have both gotten dexterity and perception. Awesome. Let's leave.
As you climb back up from the tunnel, you notice someone was observing you from the distance. They stand up and look at you, waving for you to come over. But then they walk off, as if inviting you to follow.
You now have your cosmic tree shards and can go find the elf to make a compass. Strange, perhaps, worth checking out. So somebody up here wants to talk to me, apparently. Well, the elf's right over there. Let's go and see who these people are, shall we? We can just cut right up through.
You catch up to the people that were spying on you, and they turn out to be a mixed group, made out of orcs, goblins, and humans, but also with a few creatures that look more like demons than anything else.
Going closer.
An orc woman walks up to meet you. Her weapon is not drawn, but you do see she's very tense around you.
Hi there, I've noticed you were watching us earlier back in the ruined city. I don't know who you are, but tell us now why were you spying on us? I don't. Yeah, we're gonna go with
Well,
number one.
it's not exactly spying when we stand there in the open now, is it?
True.
Obviously, we wanted your attention. One of her people coughs loudly. Sorry, I get a bit narky when I'm nervous. The name's Tilda, and back there you have my rather unique tribe. We were watching your progress in regards to the cosmic tree seed.
Okay, so how do you know about that? It's none of your bit. Yeah, how do you know about that?
Well, what you're doing is the big stuff, and word gets around, especially if you know where to listen. Our forest kinsfolk heard the ruckus you caused in the old mad Leashy's Grove, and then we've been watching this here place for a time, and here you are.
You still haven't told us why. What's your interest here?
I'm not a talker, so I'll try to be brief and to the point. You spoke to the elf, we know that. Perhaps you spoke to the elderly human in the tower. So you know that one way or another, you humans devised or caused the burning of the cosmic tree?
Well, yeah, but it's not our fault. Yes, it seems to be the consensus. Yes, that's what the elf told us. That seems to be the consensus, yes.
Yeah. I don't really care which version is true, but I do care that the tree remains as it is now.
What?
It would be easy to say that because we were made to serve the Dark Lords of the Westerlands. We now seek some evil dominion, but it is not so. We are not evil, at least no more so than any creature trying to live and survive. Do you know how many millions of lives will be lost if you were to destroy the cosmic tree?
Yeah.
Or even if you regrow it, we will be hunted, picked on, and killed off, just like always. We do not seek to murder or enslave, or take power, just to live in peace.
Nice words, but you just said you want the darkness to remain, right?
Yes, I did. But not because it is evil. It is not. Well, okay, it has evil side effects, I grant you that. We've all struggled during the 100 years. We've all been close to extinction. But finally, we managed to create a balance of sorts. The sun is back, but not in its full strength. The tree is alive, sort of, so we have magic. And thus, we live on, but in a new world.
You say you managed to achieve a balance.
Yes, it was us, the so-called creatures of darkness, that saved the last seed of the tree. In doing so, we saved ourselves and all that is magical. Yet we do not have to give power back to the elves and high lords and ladies who forever seek to dominate us. In this grey area, we are finally free.
So if you have the seed, why worry about me? Surely you do not think I can defeat you all to... Surely you do not think I can defeat you all to get it.
We do not underestimate the drive and power humans hold. We've watched your progress, and we know you could try. But that is not our worry. Alas, the seed proved to have a mind of its own, as it were. It disappeared from our charge as fast as it first came into our position. We know not where it is now. I think only the Guardians can now find it, and I know you have been marked by one.
I am starting to feel uncomfortable with where this is going, you know. So what is it? So what of it? So what of it?
Despite what you may think of us, we will not kill you to try and stop you. Not only are we not murderers, but we believe it would do us no good. The elves will seek out another. No, we want you to join us, to find the seed and to keep it safe with you. You see, humans are the most adaptable among all of us. Sure, you will need to adjust. Life without much sun will not be easy, but together we can build something stronger. Without the elves, but with magic.
I'm not sure about all of this. I will consider your offer once I have the seed. I will not join you in darkness. You know what? This does sound appealing. Why we could build something different. Now, here's the thing. It's because how I want to play this campaign, choice number 3, is very much how I would need to go. because I want to work with the orcs and the goblins and stuff, right? So choice number 3 is definitely the most along that path. But I'm not 100% sure on that yet. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to go with number 1. And we'll consider their offer once we have the seed.
We are sorry to hear of your choice, but we will respect it. Perhaps you will change your mind yet.
Right. Will perhaps. Well, perhaps. Bye. Alright. So, we have that. So, I am leaning, how we're trying to play this campaign, I am leaning towards helping them. And we may not destroy the darkness and try that. We have the blessed tree symbol, so I believe it says Curse of Darkness is removed. Universal cosmic tree symbol with the blessed tree. Yeah, and Curse of Darkness is removed. So, I mean, it's not really a problem for us now. But let's go and let's talk to the elf and see what he has to say. Lots of talking this episode. Talk.
You find your way back to the elven guardian, Alicia, and discover
Yes, but we have some questions for you.
Let us make the compass while I have the strength.
Alright, give him the shards.
Alicia stretches out his arms for you to hand him the shards. When you do, he closes them in his palms and begins to sing. You do not understand the language, but his voice is soft as a whisper on the wind. Each word feels like a flower petal gently caressing your skin, and the melody carries in the air like a sweet smell of home-baked cakes or your mother's smile. When the song stops, you feel your souls lifted with joy, and you see a silver acorn in Alicia's hands. The acorn has a blue light on its top, and it points in one direction wherever you move it.
So this is it. This will lead us to the seed.
The elf speaks, but you can barely hear him. His body has become almost transparent. Yes, this will lead you. I would go myself, but you see how much strength this has cost me, so it is up to you now. Beware. Now that the compass is made, I feel a great power resides in the direction it points to. Make sure you're ready to face whatever hides at your journey's end before you go.
Okay, but we just have a few questions.
Of course. I will try to answer anything you ask.
Alright, but we need to ask you about the Sage Tower and what I found out there. We met some creatures of the night who had a proposal for us. As the champion of Zuana, the many-faced goddess and guardian of the beast, we cannot permit for the rebirth of the cosmic tree. Such a fate would enslave Our Lady to the chain of the beast and the control of her elders once more, but we will choose another path. She too will be free. Ooh. Now I've got a rough choice, because we can say number 2 and number 3. We're going to go with number 2.
Okay, so what is your question?
We were approached by some non-humans, or rather by a group of creatures who wish for the darkness to remain. As it is now, neither fully dark nor back in the way it was.
Well, it is hardly surprising that creatures of the night would seek to remain in charge. And of course, they would claim it was all their design, the cheek of it. Surely you are not considering such a fate for Thea.
Well, they made some sense. They said that all creatures and the land would adjust and change into something new, something that is perhaps more inclusive of their needs. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It sounds like a ploy. Yeah, I want to do a number 1.
Of course, Thea would change into something new, but it would be dark and filled with sorrow. Do you not see how this disease is eating away at my people? Do you not understand that we will die out in pain and anguish, and with us much of what was light and good in this world?
I do understand that your people would be hit hard, but perhaps you would manage to change too, and to say that they are evil just because they don't need sunlight as much is a bit weak.
change. Change into what? If our souls continue to be tarnished by this curse, and it is a curse done by design to weaken us, we will no longer be ourselves. Even if some survive, what will they be? No, the darkness must not rule. We are the guardians. We were meant to watch over Thea, and we will restore order.
You are starting to sound fanatical, and you know what? Your time is done. You're ruled for millennia, and now it is time for change. Attack the elf? Can you not see that change is what we need? That it is time to become something else. We cannot dwell in the past, friend.
This is utter madness, and I cannot believe that any good will come of it. My people were not made for change. We are everlasting.
Yeah.
But I will not stand in your way. The compass and the decision are yours, but you shall not see me again. If I am to perish, I will perish as I am now, not when the filth of the darkness takes myself away. Whatever you choose, I will grant you one final blessing. Farewell. The guardian closes his eyes, and before you, he slowly turns into a glass-like statue, serene and beautiful, untouched by the curse, as if he were merely asleep. But you do have the coordinates to find the cosmic seed anyway.
Okay, well, our Goblin Beastmaster and Dragon Spider, along with Zwana and Dubamir, have a blessing of speech and blessing of attractiveness. That's kind of funny. Alright, time to find the seed. Well, that is an interesting experience we've had. And that is where we're going to end this episode, too. Lots of talking. I got through one turn, pretty much. So, but yeah, it is time to end the episode. And, yeah. So, anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. And I hope you will come and join in the next one. We're pushing towards the end. I think we're going to be heading towards trying to wrap up this series here in the next couple of episodes. If we head on over and keep going towards the end. But we'll have to wait and see. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Till then, guys, bye-bye.